Hello, 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 everyone out there in Streamlandia. How is it going today? Let's jump into it. The agenda is going to be at the top. We've got some Captain TV stuff that Kermon's going to walk you through. Then we're going to be talking about Stream Raiders, the Versus event, and the Bones update that came along with that. Got new Captain skins, roadmap, and updates.
Yep.
We'll be talking about dungeons real quick. And then we'll be wrapping up at the end talking about Stream Pirates. I think we've got a special guest who's going to come on the stream. Let's talk about Captain TV, shall we? Kermon, tell us about the website.
The website is a place where any captain can go to play our games. So prior to this, you pretty much had to come to Stream Raiders to play our games. And as we go to multiple titles, we want to centralize that spot. So you can go to Captain TV and play games that you want to play with your community.
And then we have another Captain.TV update. We made a Captain TV stream team. You can see the names on the left and the right that we've invited to this stream team, and it's going to be another way for our partners, to just get more involved with our community. We want to work with partners to give them a place to gather, give them ways to network and join up. And this stream team is just a first iteration of the stream team working on that. So couple ways to be considered for the stream team. You need to be a Stream Raiders partner and a strong advocate of the game. The game being Stream Raiders right now, but it will, of course, expand to Pirates in the future once that's live. Has been a captain for at least 6 months playing our games. Has at least 10 skins in Stream Raiders. Again, right now this is geared more towards Raiders because it's the live game. And has completed a skinathon with Stream Raiders. So once a partner completes these, they will be considered by our team to be part of the Captain TV stream teams. You can't talk about Stream Raiders without talking about the Versus event from yesterday. And you can't talk about the Versus event from yesterday without talking about Bones. And you can't talk about Bones without saying, we messed up. All right, let's talk about it. A few weeks ago, we increased Bone rewards by about 25%. We also changed plans to allow about 50% more bones coming from dungeons. Obviously, dungeons isn't in the game yet, but one of our plans was to have bones coming from dungeons. With that, we modeled out the changes to the bone economy that increased prices by about 75%. But we jumped the gun on that. Honestly, we jumped the gun on that. It makes no sense to increase the prices the amount we did when players can't get all the bones in the model that we made.
Yeah.
We wanted the price increase to coincide with the launch of the champion skins. We figured that was a good break point for it. It made sense to not increase the prices on an old set, but on a new set to go along with the increased earn. But it wasn't perfect timing because Dungeons wasn't rolling out. So we want to fix it for y'all, and here's how we're going to fix it. Right now, you should have 200 bones to everyone who participated in the Versus event. Second thing, we're fixing the prices for the next event. We've got a full slide on that coming up. So this is keeping in mind about a 25% increase from quests and bone payouts at the end of battle. That's where we're at. That's what we're seeing on all that right now. Again, we super appreciate the feedback. We're here to talk about it today. So we set aside time on the dev stream because we want to hear your feedback here too. Now that we've kind of announced this over on Discord, over on Twitter, and we're here with the breakdown. Let us know what you think. Let's talk about the captain skins for this week.
Let's do it.
So many new flag bearers this week. Let me turn off cams. Cams off before River tells me. Thank you, River, for always keeping me on point with that. Cams off. Let's jump into some more head skins this week. Wow,
head skins.
So many skins. Let's look at the full skins for this week. Oh my God, there's still 2 more slides. I didn't even realize.
There's 2 more. We gotta go. We gotta get going.
We gotta move. All right, here we go. A1.
Okay.
First up, look at that artillery.
E1.
That
C1.
magician artillery. Love it. C1's really cool. N1.
Yeah.
Oh, N1 looks really ornate. That's really cool. One more row of full skins and epic skins, and I think 1 gold skin here this week. Wow. H1. Very cool with the tongue hanging out. I really love. I think you already mentioned it. The cow with potatoes, burger with fries.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe I'm just morbid. Let's jump into the roadmap and updates.
We're also going to be doing a closed alpha at some point later in this month. That's going to be with a few select captains, but we'll have more details on that. We're going to be doing some Versus skin bone storage changes. As we covered at the top of the dev stream here, we made some mistakes. So they're going to be corrected. But I did want to highlight here, we're going to be landing some performance improvements to Stream Raiders next week. Stuff coming up after April is the new event, of course. We'll be doing more dungeons work, getting that into everyone's hands, not just the alpha. The new unit we had slotted for the start of the new event, we wanted to take more time with that, make sure that got that right, and it felt different and fun and new. So that's being pushed off into May. We have talked for a long time about versus modes. When we started sort of the push to get more things, more people, more captains playing in versus, we changed the prices as we talked about before. We changed the bone rewards for playing in versus, and we also talked about doing like a Mario Party, bunch of game modes, different things, and we've delivered on 2 of them, tower defense and the infiltration map. And 2 is not enough to make a Mario Party, and so the other thing that's kind of true about both those modes is we were able to kind of get them in and test them out, but they weren't really ready for prime time. They're very much, they had the rough edges, even though they were super fun, and I'm glad we got them in there. But the realization is we're going to need to take more time if we're going to bite off that full game mode thing. All right, this is the versus roadmap, and I wanted to cover this because we have an event next week that we had sort of outlined and said, hey, in April we're going to do 5 versus events. One of them is going to be a marathon where we put all the Nightmare skins up for folks that might have missed out in prior. So that's all done now. But if you've been noticing versus, we haven't had a lot of map changes. There's been very little meta changes as far as the unit balance, things like that. So coming up in May, we're going to skip the first week in May, and we're not going to run a versus event first week in May. A lot of that is to take the time we need in order to look at unit balance, update the meta. We know there's things that are wrong there. Investigate things like unit pass through, make sure all the suggestions we're getting from captains that are playing versus that are spot on, that we can make them without breaking other things.
And I think we can dive in a little bit more detailed on the community top priorities.
So what we're working on right now, last week we shipped quest fixes. Some of it's our own doing. Fixing the bone store problem that we created is something we need to do straight away because that's what you're telling us to do. But things like badges, things like captain spell UX, event variety, that's all stuff we really want to do, and we understand and know. And so the feedback you're giving us, like we're gonna get on and do that. We have the bandwidth to do it. So we're slowing down a little bit. You'll see longer vanilla periods, some breaks in live ops as we kind of try to land dungeons and we get everybody spun up and running and kind of get the content machine running again, so we can get great cool events going and new maps and versus and some new versus game modes. But that's going to be, as we said, like making sure we get it right and not over promising and under delivering, which is a little bit what I've been doing too much of. So
let's talk about dungeons.
All right, as I said before early in the stream, we're going to be inviting some captains to help us test dungeons early in May. This is mostly a tech test, see if we got everything right, see how it works, and also get some balance and feedback on, is it hard enough, is it easy enough, is it rewarding enough? But it is a full-time game mode we are putting into Stream Raiders for captains that want to play a kind of a really fun but hard and challenging version of what we do in the campaign. But it features a lot of cool stuff with extra boons you can unlock, boss battles, and all rapid fire, sort of 5-minute pacing.
Speaking of Stream Raiders, new event, sneak peeks coming up next week. With the event to launch when, Kermond?
Thursday. We're going to do a launch hype dev stream, get it together. New event's going to go live at 2 p.m. Pacific.
That's right.
It's going to be awesome. I really enjoy the theme for this one, and it's not because I pushed it really hard. That's one of the reasons why I like it. But the team really came together. We had a lot of fun brainstorming around this, and the artwork is just, I can't wait to show.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
So we should say that we've invited 5 fantastic captains to help us to tease some of the upcoming elements of the event. The trailer debut will be going around 12 p.m. on Tuesday, 12 p.m. Pacific, by Captain E-Rock. And then we've got Sunstreamer and Coco Jobro later on in the day with showing off the new event skins. All of these captains will have skin codes to give away as well. And then we'll be covering new maps and enemies on Wednesday with Alfred GG and Lissa T. Alfred at 12 p.m. and Lissa T at 5 p.m. So thank you to those streamers for volunteering to help out. And definitely tune in, support the community, say hey, and get a first look at what's coming up with this new event that I don't even know what it is, so I couldn't possibly spoil it. And then launch day dev stream, like Kermond said, 12 p.m. PT Pacific on Thursday on Captain TV on Twitch, not Stream Captain. This is an old graphic because our name changed right before this dev stream. So keep that in mind. That's it for Raiders for this week.
That's
but
it.
We've got to talk about Stream Pirates. We just had a closed alpha, very limited, very small closed alpha. We're testing out some game mechanics, getting some awesome feedback from the captains and viewers who participated.
It's true.
And man, I got a chance to jump in. It was really fun. I had fun with it. Obviously, a lot of stuff we still got to add, but really, really, really super fun. I think it's a cool take.
Hey everybody, CTV Brad here with a quick update on the Stream Pirates closed alpha. We just had our first pre-alpha and it was amazing. We got such a great response from people, so much great feedback. Thank you to the handful of captains that were involved, to everyone who hopped in to play as crew or jump into Discord, and to everyone who expressed interest and support of our second game. A ton of you signed up on streampirates.com for the waitlist. We hope to get a bunch more of you in the coming weeks, months to get into the closed alphas and betas. Yeah, let's jump into it. If you're not familiar with it, Stream Pirates is a game that's played on Twitch where the streamer's the captain, the viewers make up the crew, and it's a treasure hunt that you all play together to land on islands, search for treasure, try and find rare loot to upgrade your units and ship, and find rare skins and pets. It is in a closed alpha, and we're hoping to launch the game in full later this year. We had a phenomenal first pre-alpha. Thank you for all the great feedback. We had 3 big areas we're going to be working on. Number 1, we know that people did not like that the chests were so competitive to get, that it felt bad to not get a chest, even if it felt great to get a chest. So we have a few things we're doing to try and improve that. We're going to be showing more clearly the things you get when you don't kill a chest, but you help assist with it. Number 2, we're actually going to be making it so that there's a shared goal for the island called Island Quests or Island Bounties that the captain gets to show off when you land on the island. And will help even if you don't get the chest. There will be value for you helping the crew to get a reward. Number 3, we're going to be increasing the number of targets that are out there that aren't chests that still feel great to get. We're calling these elite units, and they'll be dropping rare loot themselves and even a chance for a chest. And number 4, we're just going to be working to make sure that there are other ways to play the game that are interesting, that aren't just getting chests, finding the right loot to upgrade your unit, clearing space. There's a lot of ideas we have here that'll come in over time. The second big piece of feedback we got is, hey, this needs to work better as a side game for streamers. And the number 1 thing that we're doing to fix this is we're going to be changing the way the timer works. There won't be a hard end to the island. After some initial time, maybe 20-25 minutes, the captain will be able to come back and end the raid, open their chests. But they don't have to right at 30 minutes. That was an issue that happened during the test. And so the streamer, whenever it fits with their content, will be able to come back, shoot their last cannon shots, and then end the raid. We think this will help a lot with making the game more approachable as a side game, both for the streamer and for the viewers, but we won't know until we make this change and see how it feels to play as a viewer while watching your streamer play as side content. Number 3, there's just a lot of user experience and user interface, UI, UX polish that we need to do. There are things that we heard about the collect flow and not zooming all around the place when you're not waiting for, not expecting it, to not knowing what you should kill and how to attack certain things and what the best placement is for your units. So we're going to be working on cleaning that all up based on the great feedback that we heard from everybody. So that is the high level of what's coming next for Stream Pirates. We have hopefully another closed alpha that'll be coming out in the next few weeks with a handful more captains. And yeah, we really want to get the game out to as many of you as possible. So thank you for jumping into our Discord. Thank you for playing these tests. And thanks for being on the waitlist and being patient as we get the game to a place where we have it stable enough to bring on more people and more testers. Yeah, we'll talk to you soon and see you out on the islands in the high sea.
Thank you all for being here. And yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for the feedback as always. And we'll see you next time. If you didn't have your question answered or you just want to chat with us, we're in Discord all the time. So we'll talk to you then. Later, y'all.
Bye.
And, yeah.
Pleasure.